Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program with me, Hi Hobo. In the last episode we finally beat that bastard Duna and showed it who was boss. In this episode we're going to have a crack at doing the same thing to Jool. That's going to be the next planet we're going to tackle. Now, you're probably wondering, what? This isn't how you normally introduce your videos. That's because I recorded the build stage of the new rocket, which is going to take us to Jool, and henceforth shall now be known as To Jool for School Mark 1. And the audio track didn't record. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to disappear from the microphone. I'm going to give you a fast forwards of the build sequence, and then we're going to come back on the launch pad to get that thing up in the air. Just a bit of a disclaimer there. I'm taking no credit for this being my work at all. I saw this on Jeff Major's video. I have tried it out for myself, and he put proof and pudding together in his video and showed us that the asparagus system is the most efficient way of getting fuel up into the atmosphere, and it's a brilliant system. So I'll show you this the fast forward footage, and we will come back for explanations. So you are off to go and see a montage. And we're back. So here we go. This is the 2 Jool for school, and it's just dawned on me, I've put no wings on this. It's probably going to fall the fuck over. I look forward to seeing that one. Today we have Judson. Kerman, meet the Judson. Yeah, so to just quickly go back to this whole asparagus thing. Basically what happens is this tank and the adjacent tank here, they feed all 7 engines, and then they get jettisoned. And then these tank feed all 5 engines, and the adjacent one feed all 5 engines, and then they get jettisoned. And then these tanks here feed all 3 engines, and they get jettisoned. And then by the time we get down to this centre tank, it's a full set of fuel, and it's all being well a billion million meters away. Now I guess, and again, I'm only speculating, so don't hold me to this, but I think it works because as you're going, you're shedding mass and you're sort of leveling your thrust to how much thrust you need to break the atmosphere as you get higher and the atmosphere gets thinner. I guess that's how it works. I don't know if this even works in real life. I guess it doesn't, but I don't know. I'm not a real physicist. I know it's shocking. I've been rumbled. But by the by, it works. Provided that I've set everything up correctly and that Judson doesn't fuck up. We will go ahead. I've turned the SAS on. I'm going to get the throttle up, and we'll go in 5. Oh, sorry, yes. I'm not going to be doing any hellos. I'm at a new computer desk, and I've lost my notepad, so I'm sorry about that. So anyway, in 5, 4. Welcome to the new subscribers. 3, 2, 1. Wow, well, for a start, it's pretty stable. Acceleration's pretty good. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when the solid fuel stage goes. But as you can see up here, the fuel is being sapped fast and hard. Now, if you separate your fuel into these, you can actually see how things are going. I'm not particularly bothered about that too much. When the engines go cold, that's when I'll drop them. Come on, oh. Sorry, I was pressing the space bar, but the solid fuel wouldn't go. So this is the last bit of this first stage. So back down they go. Still dropping speed here. That's a bit of a worry. We're dropping quite quickly. I don't know whether we might need something a wee bit bigger. That's positively tumbling. My car goes faster than this, and my car isn't that big. But yeah, I think we haven't. I don't think we were going fast enough to sort of make a dent in breaking the atmosphere. We're not completely dead in the water yet, although it's not far off happening. It seems to have stabilised at 22 metres a second, and that hurts. That hurts a lot. Oh. This isn't the design that we were after. Well, we are speeding up. That's the good news. We're just speeding up in the wrong goddamn direction. Not super sure what I can do about that. Maybe I think we're going to have to lose some fuel. At least we have our parachutes to save our ass. No, it was a very stable launch. That's something. I don't know. Do we go with... I think we go with bigger engines. Because we're going to be in the atmosphere, we'll go with bigger engines. We'll whip one tank of fuel off. We'll put bigger engines on. And we'll add wings. This is always a sight to behold. These parachutes flop open. And the bombing of Kerbal Space Center. Beautiful. Right, okay. And flights. Let's go back to the VABs. Everything went well. That's good. So our complicated design hasn't let us down. Our maths has. So we'll get rid of... No, we can't get rid of that stage. I think we'll get rid of... If we do this and remove that tank, and we do this and get rid of that tank, and then you go back up in the middle. Come on. I know I've done it a couple of times. There we go. Oh, that's really messed things up. That's messed things up a lot. It might have even messed up the stage. I'm gonna have to go back through and check this. Check myself before I wreck myself. So that is the front. Okay, so we'll start that. So oh fuck. Is that it? Is that straight? Yeah, that is straight. Okay. So I just had to... I stopped talking for a second there just so I could concentrate. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Maybe we'll just put one cross section across there. That'll strengthen it up a little bit. So that's reduced that. Now we want to get rid of these engines. Now we will keep that one there as a vectorable, but we'll go with these here for the big daddy-os. And the wings are going to have to go at the top here. So we could just drop this down a wee bit. And it's the R8 that we want. Yeah, the R8, AVR8. Okay, so that should make that, and we could actually probably add some here as well. Despite the fact we're going to lose them quite quickly, so I mean, carrying the weight's not going to prove to be too much of an issue. I wouldn't have said that. Right, now let's go and do this asparagus system. So as I was saying, we need each tank starting here and having that on single. So that feeds that. That feeds that. And that feeds the centre tank, but it won't. Oh my god. Save your work, kids. I got lucky. Yeah, we're gonna go with this as being Mark II. Save. Right, so we're gonna have to start again with this. just get rid of it. And so there we go. There's the front. Definitely saved it. So from there to there. No. Take your symmetry off first. From there to there. There to there. And from there to there. So that's to the center tank. And again, same here. There to there. There to there. I think I can. Oh, I can pick it up. There we go. And then from there to the center tank again. Okay, so let's just check. That's right, but we want all of these other engines, all of these going at once as well. This is all first stage stuff, but that's not enough engines. So there's that one there. And that center one. Okay, so that's every engine going. Lots and lots and lots of big ass thrust. Then, as the first thing, the solid fuel goes missing. Then, as the second stage, the tanks 1 and 3 go, or tank strand 1 and 3 go, followed by 2 and 5, and eventually 3 and 6. And then tank 7, which is that center column, goes. And starts the center rocket. But when do you other engines start? Oh, you start at the same time as that's jettisoned. I don't like that. I want you on your own stage, so I've got a bit more control. Then they're ejected. Oh, excuse me. And they're ejected. Then that starts. Then that's ejected, assumably. Where's your separator gone? Oh, yeah, that's that. And then you four fuckers kick in. And then all your jettisons are above that. Happy days. Right, so we're going to save that. We're going to hit the launch pad again. Now, what I'm going to do is we are going to do a launch and an abort, regardless of how this goes. But I want to get to... the furthest that I want to get to is down to that last tank. To see how our efficiency's doing, but we're not going to have time to get the orbit together in this episode. So this will be a launch and an abort just to try the methodology out. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So, oh shit, turn your SAS on. Again, as long as we've got these solid rockets, everything's fine. He says. But of course, we've got very little in the way of gimbaling. That sounded, yeah, something about missing. That's an abort. That is an abort. That didn't go super well. I mean, that looks pretty when the landing gears come out. Okay, so that might have been more to do with the fact that I launched without turning the SAS on in the first place more than anything else. So we'll go ahead and end this flight. We'll go one more launch and abort and see how we get on. So let's just go to restart the flight because he's going to get away with that landing. That's all fine. And so we'll turn the SAS on. We'll throttle up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Okay, it's got a little bit of lean, but hopefully should be able to keep things mostly under control. Maybe using the smaller solid fuel stage, but having 3 of them. Okay, well we kept all of our engines. It looks like that stage is out. Again, things are exploding, but that's the dangerous thing about having these winglets, is it makes the release a little bit unpredictable. We're still bleeding a lot of speed off, but it's holding better than it did in the last instance. Yeah, this is starting to look a little bit better, but I mean the real proof is in the next stage. See how that one goes. Again, yeah, we're bleeding off masses of speed because we just haven't thinned the atmosphere enough. I don't know, is this stage then with these atomic engines here, is this a little excessive, do we think? Is this going to make a huge amount of difference, getting rid of these and just leaving this as the interplanetary stage? Will we be able to do it with that, is the question. I mean, that's going to lose 4 tanks of fuel, and they weigh, let's say, cubic... because look, here we go, this is it now, we're out of puff. So maybe losing this stage here is going to be the answer. Is as much as a shame, but it would seem that is the way that the cookie has crumbled on this particular occasion. We'll just make sure we can get a nice, safe detachment. Yeah, he'll survive that encounter. So, okay, the design needs a bit of work. We need to have a bit of a crash diet with old Rocket Pants here. So I think that will be a job for the next episode, because I've actually already used 2 episodes into this one because of my own stupid fault. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and call it a day with that one. So by now you should be well aware of what Movember is. If you haven't contributed and you would like to, there is a link at the bottom of the description in the for a chip-in widget if you'd like to go and give some money in support of cancer research. Not being pro-cancer, but of course researching to get rid of said trouble. And also, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'd like to thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you join me next time. My name is Hobo, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.